Hey everybody, Eric from BodyFit here. Today we're going to go through our part 2 of the video series that we started last week on mobility and stability. And today we're going to talk about mobility of the thoracic spine. And last week in the video part 1, we talked about why it's important and how it applies to the body. So if you're unfamiliar with that, refer back to that video so that this will make a little bit more sense here today. So I'm going to show you a couple different exercises that we can work on to help improve thoracic extension. So that upper back thoracic extension, and we're going to start with the foam roller with a mobilization activity just for the thoracic spine. So I'm just going to get myself down right in front of the roller, setting it up just under my shoulder blades right here. And the key on this one is just supporting my neck with my hands right behind my head, and all I'm going to do is just laying myself back over the roller. Getting that good T-spine. My hips are down on the floor, so I'm not raised up like this. Right here, it's just a gentle lean over the roller. I'm just holding in this position, breathing through the movement. Okay, so that's exercise number 1, and that's just going to help mobilize that T-spine very gently before we move into our next exercise, which is going to be over on the wall. So this one, it's a precursor to a wall slide movement. But we're not so concerned about the wall slide component. It's more our body position relative to the wall. So I'm going to set myself up. My feet are out from the wall, so I'm leaning back in. Most of the people who I see getting into this position tend to have a nice big arch in their back. I can fit my whole hand back there. That's what we don't want. That's part of the problem. I'm right now not getting enough extension through my T-spine, so I'm creating that extension in my lumbar. That's why I have that arch in my back. So what I'm going to do from here, I'm going to press through my stomach to flatten my back out, so my hips come forward. That flattens my lumbar spine. And now, most people who are restricted are going to feel like they're leaning over because they don't have that extension. That's what this exercise is working on, is getting that extension to get my head and shoulders back to the wall with my low back now pressed right firm to the wall. From this position, we can look to try to get the arms up as well. And again, when people get into this position, bam, they arch right up, and the low back comes off the wall. From that position, again, pushing through my lumbar, stabilizing, keeping that nice extension here. From that position, if you find that's comfortable, is when you can progress up to a slide component, up and down the wall. That's not really the primary goal. Primary goal is just getting everything flush to the wall, getting that little bit of extension, nice stable lumbar, extension through the T-spine. So there's a couple exercises you can include as a warm-up to help getting some of that T-spine extension. In part 3, we're going to go over lumbar stability and hip mobility. Stay tuned for those next week.